Serie A Bologna vs Napoli, prediction, team news, lineups preview. Following 6 wins on the spin, Bologna aim to boost their hopes of a top 4 finish on Monday evening, when they welcome title-chasing Napoli to Stadio dell'Era. Flying high in Serie A, the Rossoblu also put one foot in the Coppa Italia final last time out. Meanwhile, their visitors are vying with Inter Milan for the Scudetto. Match preview. Brushing aside a makeshift Empoli team at Stadio Castellani, where the clubs met for the first leg of their cup semi-final on Tuesday, Bologna cruised to a dominant 3-0 win that virtually booked their trip to Rome. In complete control from the moment Riccardo Orsolini continued his superb goal-scoring campaign midway through the first half, they eventually tripled that advantage, as Dan Doy twice teed up Tejas Dalinga. It was another fine win for the Emilian club, who have now posted 6 on the spin across all competitions, but before the second leg takes place later this month, they must start a particularly tough Serie A run-in. Orsolini equaled his best top-flight goals tally 11, as in the 2022-23 season, by scoring the winner against lowly Venezia last week, but the level of Bologna's opposition now steps up a notch. With 8 league games to play, Atalanta BC, Juventus, Fiorentina and both Milan clubs still await Vincenzo Italiano's men, as a multi-club battle for European places reaches its conclusion. First, the Rossoblu return to home turf, where they have won 6 consecutive Serie A matches, aiming to end a winless streak against Napoli at the dell'Era that stretches back to 2019. In fact, home or away, Napoli have lost just one of their last 10 league meetings with Bologna, following a 3-0 victory at Stadio Maradona earlier this season. Antonio Conte's squad will now look to do the double, with every point being precious in their fight with Inter Milan to secure the Italian title. Still intent on claiming a second Scudetto in 3 years, the Partenopei have won only 2 of their last 8 league games, but they remain Inter's closest rivals. While the Nerazzurri face a packed run-in, as they compete on 3 separate fronts, Conte's men can focus on each of their 8 remaining Serie A fixtures, having returned from the recent international break with a crucial 2-1 home win. Beating AC Milan for the second time this season, Napoli raced into a 2-goal lead as Matteo Politano's early strike was followed by a scuffed finish from talisman Romelu Lukaku, who registered his 400th career goal. In 2025, only Capocannoniere favorite Matteo Retegui has been involved in more Serie A strikes than Lukaku, whose tally of 5 goals and 4 assists has kept his club's ailing title challenge alive. After defying Milan's late siege and securing 3 points, Napoli could now post back-to-back league wins for the first time since January, the same month they last won away from home, but Bologna stand in their way. Team news. Though Bologna strolled to victory in their Coppa Italia clash with Empoli, they did so at a cost, with right-back Davide Calabria suffering an ankle sprain. The former Milan captain's absence will see Emile Holm and Lorenzo De Silvestri vie for selection, while Vincenzo Italiano is set to make more changes to his starting 11. Santiago Castro is now back in full training, after returning from his first senior Argentina call-up with a bruised foot, so he can compete with Tejas Dalinga to feature up front. There are also several candidates for places behind the lone striker, led by Riccardo Orsolini. Over the past 3 Serie A seasons, no Italian player has recorded more than the winger's 32 goals. However, he has met Napoli 11 times without ever scoring or providing an assist. By contrast, the visitors' main marksman thoroughly enjoys meeting Bologna. Romelu Lukaku has scored 5 goals in as many games against the Rossoblu, averaging 1 every 81 minutes. Antonio Conte reverted to a 4-3-3 formation last time out, following a spell with Lukaku partnering Giacomo Raspadori in a 3-5-2, so wide men Matteo Politano and David Nuz are again set to support the Belgian striker. After Scott McTominay withdrew from meeting Milan due to illness, the Scottish star should return to Napoli's lineup, probably at the expense of compatriot Billy Gilmour. With McTominay back in the fold, only Leonardo Spinazzola is a doubt for the trip to Emilia-Romagna. Bologna possible starting lineup: Skorupski, Holm, Bukima, Lucumi, Miranda, Freuler, Ferguson, Orsolini. Odgaard, Ndoye, Castro. Napoli possible starting lineup: Merit, Di Lorenzo, Romani, Buongiorno, Oliveira, Anguissa, Lobacca, McTominay, Politano, Lukaku, Nuz. We say, Bologna 1-1 Napoli. Bologna have scored freely since the start of the year, but both teams are defensively disciplined, and it could be a tight tactical battle. A low-scoring draw is on the cards. As the two sides that have faced the fewest shots in Serie A this season go toe-to-toe with plenty at stake. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.